Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Rama, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new LSCM Cheetah Classic. This is a vehicle that everybody has been quite excited to be added into the game. It has a missile lock-on jammer, it has a unique body kit with a limited customization as written by Rockstar. Well, we can see the vehicle right here for the price tag of $2 million. And in today's video, I'll be letting you know everything you're going to need to about this car, whether it comes to its top speed, overall performance, and capabilities. I'm going to be keeping you in the loop. So let's start off by bringing it over to Los Santos Customs. Now you'll notice that the vehicle already comes basically fully upgraded. A lot of us already know about the Jester widebody and how it features basically no customization. I don't even think you can take the livery off of the Jester widebody. Well, this vehicle is pretty similar. I think you do have the option of removing the livery, but I don't think there's any other customization you're going to be looking at when it comes to this car. So hopefully it has some really good top speed and overall performance to make up for the lack of customization. But let's see exactly what we're working with, and yeah, that's it. There's literally nothing. So you do have the option of removing the livery or keeping it on. Apart from that, I mean, you can see we have armor, we have brakes, we have the engine upgrade, we have useless, we got horn, we can obviously change the lights to be xenon. There's your livery option. We have respray. Obviously, you can change the color. You can't even change the secondary color. That's it. You can only change the primary color of this vehicle. That's, it's definitely interesting. I'm actually going to put a classic color on this vehicle so it doesn't mess with the outside paint job. Yellow actually doesn't look too bad on this vehicle. It kind of matches the livery itself. I'm trying to think of what color I wanna make it. I got so much options here, guys. Oh boy. This is literally the only customization I can put on the car, so I better make use of it. Yeah, I do like the livery, though. I think we're going to probably go with a red of some sort. I think red looks really nice. Let's go with the Torino red. There you go. That's it. That's all the customization. We put on the race transmission. We put on the turbo tuning. We can leave the wheels the way they are. We can obviously put on some bulletproof tires. But, yeah, I mean, that's it. That's the whole vehicle. It's definitely a bit disappointing. And when I say a bit, it's really disappointing because I was hoping, really hoping, that Rockstar was going to give this vehicle some level of customization that, you know, we could differentiate it from another player. But that's the only problem with this car, is that I wish we could, you know, have some options that makes this different to the vehicle you have. But really, the only way to make your car look different is whether you want to put a livery on it or not. So, yeah, that's pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. But there is one other thing we can obviously mess around with when it comes to this car, and that is the top speed and overall performance. I am interested to see how this vehicle performs. So, well, we can start off with this vehicle's top speed. I'm interested to see what it is. To be honest, didn't seem super fast when I was driving it down the highway to get here, but I guess we'll have to see. We're over 100 miles per hour now, which isn't too surprising. By the way, this is in the sports classic category. It is not a different class of vehicle. We're going 118. Are we going to break 120? Yeah, but actually we might not even. 119, 118. So yeah, this vehicle's top speed seems to be just about 120-ish, 119 miles per hour. It's definitely not the fastest car. Yeah, its top speed is 119. That's pretty dang slow, to be entirely real, guys. That makes this one of the slowest sports classics I've driven in a while, especially because it doesn't get any HSW tune or anything like that. It's definitely not quick in that category, but it does seem to have pretty good handling, so I guess we can get an idea of how it performs on the lap time and play it from here. I'm really hoping that this vehicle has a decent lap time, but we are going to find out. I have a stopwatch on my phone, and yeah, we're going to do this in 3, 2, 1, full speed. Now, if you're wondering how I'm able to have a speedometer on my car, it is because I am in story mode. There are plenty of mods that allow your story mode to look like online mode, and that is what I have here. So it's why I'm able to show you exactly how fast this vehicle is able to drive. And yeah, it's really not that fast. 120 miles per hour makes this by far one of the slowest sports classics in the game. Now, I should clarify. It's not one of the slowest sports classics, but it's, when you compare it to a lot of the newer sports classics that have been released in the, you know, latest couple of years, it's not that fast, right? We got some HSW ones which can go over 150 miles per hour, like the Sterling GT. And yeah, this car just doesn't really check that box. But it is pretty maneuverable. I will give it that. You know, it's rolling through these hills very nicely, which is nice, you know? If it struggled on the cornering and overall lap time, I would have had, like, a serious problem with this car, because I just wouldn't understand the purpose of it. But it's actually not doing bad. I'm holding full accelerator, too, right now, so it's actually pretty dang sweet. We are at 1 minute and 10 seconds so far, and we are on the downhill portion. Now, this is where we are able to actually go over 120 miles per hour. And yeah, the handling is actually really good. So that's really the main reason why you're going to consider picking up this car, is because of the handling. It's not going to be because of the top speed, but I'm actually really impressed with it. Okay, let's roll through here. Nice. Yeah, you can see this thing is taking these corners like a champ. Super easy there. Let's hug this one tight. Nice. Oh yeah, easy. Then we got this one here. That one was really good. Cut through this corner, full speed here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's very rare that I can hold full speed through some of these corners and not, you know, worry about dying. That's probably also because I'm not going as fast as certain vehicles, but we're at about 1 minute 56 seconds right now, and we are at the straightaway. This here is really where fast vehicles are just going to dominate, right? This little straight bit of road, you know, an HSW vehicle is going to be able to get upwards of 150, 160 miles per hour, where I'm stuck at 120. So there's a big difference there. But we are now off of the straight, and we're back onto the cornering section. Let's put on the brakes. Let's roll through here. Nice. Okay. We're at 2 minutes and 20 seconds so far, and we got 0.5 miles left to go before we're able to see just how fast we've been able to make our way through this. Now, the HSW SUV that we tested just the other day, the Karen Woodlander, was able to do this entire track in about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So, honestly, not bad. There you go. Stop the timer. 2 minutes 44. So, you know what? While this vehicle may not feature the best top speed, it does actually have really, really good handling. The fact that I was able to hold full gas throughout most of this track and average about 100 miles per hour makes it surprisingly good. So, yeah, that was a lot better than I expected it to be, actually, guys. That was a lot better than I expected it to be. So, at the end of the day, how do I compare the LSCM Cheetah Classic to the base Cheetah Classic? Well, here's the actual interesting fact. You cannot put any liveries on the base Cheetah Classic. Because this is such an old vehicle, Rockstar didn't really put liveries on the cars released at this time period. So, you can put black striping on the Cheetah Classic, but that's it. When it comes to actual liveries in that regard, I can't say either vehicle is any more customizable. But the big advantage the, you know, base Cheetah Classic has is just flat more customization. You have bumper options, you have hood options, you have spoiler options, you have many more options that you can equip on this vehicle, where the LSCM, all you have is the color. That is it. But I do have to say, I still actually like the LSCM outlook more than I do the base Cheetah Classic. I think the wide body looks freaking epic, the way those wheels are cambered, and I just think that this vehicle looks really nice. So if you gave me an option of keeping one of the two, I'd actually pick the LSCM. You guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is it disappointing that there's no customization whatsoever for the car? Yes. I wish Rockstar had given us some level of customization. But thankfully, this car handles like a freaking beast. It looks great, and I actually don't have as many complaints as I thought I would. Plus, it does come with a missile lock-on jammer, which is pretty dang nice for the price tag of $2 million. You guys can all let me know your personal feelings, comments, and opinions, but I'm going to give the vehicle a 8 out of 10. I was thoroughly surprised with its performance and, you know, handling for how mediocre the top speed was. I was really expecting to just call this a pile of trash, but no, it's actually not bad. Now, I know not everybody's going to agree with me here, but that's why people have opinions, and you can agree or disagree with what I have to say. Either way, I don't think it's a bad buy. I think this is a really fun vehicle, and if you want a sports classic that has handling, that looks great, and everything else, I mean, look at that cornering there. It's really fun. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.